uh, thanks to Crime Mob and T-Rone and Kevin Gates and Birdman and everything. The business side of business is still business with music as it is. Maintain. Maintain. Again, not collecting enough overhead only destroys myself, but not going in terms of greed is the preventions of getting killed for being greedy and taking too much money from somebody like the Davenports are doing to me. So again, a granite countertop versus a laminated countertop does nothing for you. Okay, that's basically paper, which is the laminate, versus the credit card, which is granite. Credit cards last a little bit longer than paper money. You can tear paper, or plastic is a little bit harder to tear. That's why we did that to ourselves. Okay, that's science and why we did it to ourselves. But the cashless society, to what we see in person, to the different mental illnesses between cash and debit and or having money up front for your entirety of your life versus just collecting paychecks week to week for the entirety of your life. Some people are better at just staring the full number, right? If you could have $1 million check from day one at 0 years old and just pay for yourself the rest of your life, $1 million would be enough for your whole life. Food, a couple cars, your house, and whatever else. And technically, when you think about how many people there are in the world and how they weasel it around digitally, it's embarrassing of of where their mental illnesses join that. On the white privilege side, again, I can't decipher the vocabulary words for your side of where you could play those games all day of inventors of words, and that's just another mental illness. Again, if you like to pick your scabs or a pimple, you like to pimple. It's a mental illness, and the more you pick it, you get the blood, and the more you pick it, you get to your underskin, and the more you pick it, you get down to your veins, and the more you pick it, you get down to bone. You can keep picking something, you can keep adding words to the dictionary. But again, poop, feces, excrement, boo boo, shit, bowel movement, they're all the same thing. And by the end, it was just people that were arguing sounds. Poop, poop. And so there's like dog poop in the yard. Just picture there's dog poop in the yard. Just picture this later, dog poop. And one was looking at it and said, poop. And then the other guy over here said, excrement, excrement. They were just sounds. They were just sounds out of the original English English language. People that created the first sounds to create vocabulary, to create words. This is a pretty deep thought. This is quantum level thinking. When you're looking at the dog poop on the ground, you say poop. Again, the other guy says excrement. The other guy says feces. It was just the sounds coming out of their mouth, and that's all they've been doing. That's the literal. That's literature. They argue about how the word should sound, but when you look at definitions, you find the same thing. And that's where it gets dangerous in mental illness, is on that vocabulary side, because you can invent excrement, poop, feces, bowel movement, shit, boo boo, and all of them mean the same thing. When you start arguing with your friends, hey, it's me, it's baby mama, it's Trevor, it's Quayman, it's Casey Davenport. I'm sitting there and one saying poop. I'm saying, whoa, bro. The other guy saying, excrement, I'll kill you if you don't change it to excrement. Then you meet that person. Then you meet, I got a boo boo. I got a boo boo. Then you meet that other person that says, okay, I kind of like that. Yeah, he wasn't yelling at me. Well, I had a bowel movement in the back of my police car, and I don't appreciate fecal matter inside my police car. And you find the other guy that's okay. So everybody said poop, shit, fart, excrement, bowel movement, but we're all just looking at the same thing, right? And then you find out what they're actually arguing to you about. You stop arguing, and then you just start memorizing what their mental illness told them. And when you hang out with the excrement guy, you just make sure you say excrement. When you hang out with the poop guy, you just make sure you say poop. When you hang out with the bowel movement type, you say, well, that was a nice bowel movement. And that's all it is. And when you take a step back and you look at a crowd, when you take back and you get to celebrity level and you look at a crowd, you find Asians that know different poop words. You find Latinos that know different poop words. You find Indians that know different poop words. And all of a sudden, they start telling you what their word is. or there's 6 or 7 different words in their language, right? In English, we have poop, feces, bowel movement, excrement, boo boo. That's Ebonics, but it's still English, and they all mean poop. They all mean shit, feces, fecal matter, excrement. I can't figure out which one it means because they're all the same thing. They're all the same thing. And so when you find out that we're just arguing about, you know, who gets to jump inside the Kraken versus who's just observing the Kraken, and when that bitch gets cracking, and you start to find out who's making the weird little political steps with words. And so as everybody's staring at the dog poop on the ground again, we got Baby Milo, we got Trevor, we got Casey Davenport, we got John in person, we got Elon Musk. Okay, now we got to add in Frenches, Mexicans, Latinos, Puerto Ricans, Bulgarians, and they're going to teach you what their poop word is. And it's going to sound really different. It's going to be a sound. It'll be a sound. And I need to hang out with my Bulgarian girlfriend again because I got to figure out what that sound is so I can get along with other people that say poop, boo boo, fart, feces, bowel movement, excrement in their language. And once you get to Bulgarian and you say it like they say it, this is where you start to humiliate yourself. This is where you start to humiliate yourself. I can't wait to put that in my political campaign of being bilingual, of needing a translator just to go through my food stamps program paperwork. Oh boy. Oh boy. But again, shout out to everybody, business associate wise to the other side of corruptions, wanting political words like poop, fart, excrement, and feces to be in their contract. And Birdman's like, well, I put boo boo. I'm looking over at Snoop Dogg. He's saying fascism on nizzle. I says, well, is that poop or what is that? What is fascism on nizzle? Is that poop fart? Near now, nutter. Near now, nutter. What the bam. Tricking. Trick me. Tricking. Trick. G-Dog on a balsa wood. Don't make me dip on you, dog. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? And so when you say thank you for taking me to church, and the culture of itself, I figured out where this respect issue is in the white culture. Because when you get to court and Birdman says, well, I want it to be boo-boo, so make sure the white side puts some respect on my name. And when I say boo-boo, it means poop. And he just doesn't want to say the word poop. He likes boo-boo. It's just a sound. I'm watching the judges yell at Birdman, nope, it's poop! It's poop! You cannot use boo-boo around me. I'm saying, Bird, boo-boo is just fine. That guy's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy as shit.